Hey there YouTube, it's Nick with Feeding Fitness. Today I'm going to answer a subscriber question. Today's question comes from Ann K, and I actually had some dialogue back and forth with Ann, so I don't really have like a full-on question to read, but I'll give you the gist of it. Ann says she's basically been eating clean and that let her lose about 15 to 20 pounds. Since then the weight loss has kind of stalled and she wants to lose another 10 to 12 pounds. I asked her height and weight, and she said she's about 5'4", 124. Referred to that as embarrassing. First thing, Ann, that's not a bad height and weight. You may not be completely happy with it, but you're way ahead of the curve, so don't be embarrassed about that. And then I went on to ask her some more things. I'll cover that in a second here, but first things first, why has your weight loss stalled? I've got a video exactly about what to do when you're in a stall, and I'll link that here, but the gist of it is you're eating too much. Now Ann told me that she eats clean and that she eats to fuel her workouts, eats sometimes even when not hungry to fuel her body, but likes to eat big meals because she doesn't like the feeling of being hungry. Well, here's the problem with clean eating. And it's getting very popular right now. People are really into clean eating. The problem is it's a really difficult term. What does clean eating mean? Most people, that means minimally processed whole foods. And that's fine. You should eat, the majority of your diet should be minimally processed whole foods. But don't think that there's anything magic about clean eating that's going to allow you to lose fat any quicker than someone who eats junk food but eats less calories than you do. Calories are always going to be king, and clean eating can run into some problems. I know of some people at work that eat clean. Well, after they've had their third Nutella sandwich, yeah, they're eating clean, but there's a ton of calories in peanut butter and Nutella and avocado. Those things are all good for you, per se, but you can really exceed your daily calories eating minimally processed whole foods. It's not even that hard. You know, if you take a banana and slather it in peanut butter and then crack an egg and an avocado, you're eating a ton of calories. So the bottom line is you need to just kind of give up the whole clean eating thing. Eat whatever foods you want, and even if you want to eat clean, that's fine, but you must track your calories. She said she's not doing that, and that's going to be a necessity. If your weight loss stalls, you need to reduce calories. It's too hard to just try and eat less because, you know, the types of foods you eat make a difference to how much less you have to eat. I would really advise you sign up for MyFitnessPal, start tracking what you're eating, and then if you're not losing any weight, reduce calories by about 10%. It's just really the easiest way to continue weight loss. Also, like I said, I don't feel that she could possibly have all that much fat to lose at her height and weight, which led me to ask her another question, whether or not she lifted weights. And she replied that she did, not exactly consistently, and then said, if you haven't figured out yet I'm a female, I knew, I kind of gathered it from the name, and said that lifting is more for the guys, but she would do it if she found like a proper, I think she referred to it, a proper gym for women. This is where you've got it wrong. Lifting is not for the guys. Lifting is as much for the girls as it is for the guys, and it's the single #1 biggest mistake women make when trying to get fit, is not making resistance training or weightlifting the foundation of their exercise. I'll see this every day at the gym. Girls will go crazy on the cardio machines. They'll either run for an hour on the treadmill or do 15 minutes on the treadmill, the stair climber, the rower, and it's just all cardio. Then at the very end, after they've exhausted themselves, they'll grab the pink dumbbells, they'll do some of these numbers and squats with the pink dumbbells, and they'll put them away and go home. This is ass backwards. First of all, if you're ever going to do cardio and weights in the same session, weights first, always. Men and women, this is a hard rule. Weights first. You're going to exhaust yourself from the cardio, and you're not going to be able to give weights your all. But a weight workout is really not going to slow you down too much on the cardio. Secondly, women, lift heavy. do the same routines that guys do. Squats, deadlifts, some form of a bench press. If you're not comfortable jumping full on into doing, you know, barbell squats and barbell bench press and things like that, yes, you can start with dumbbells, but every time you go to the gym, you want to do more weight or more reps than you did the last time. And don't work in some ridiculous toning rep scheme of like 20 or 30 reps of everything. That's asinine. You want to do the same routine as men do. Compound lifts. Bicep curls are fine at the end of your workout, as are tricep extensions, but you want to be doing the compound movements. Squats that hit your entire lower body, deadlift that hits you head to toe, you know, bench pressing which hits most of the upper body, back movements like pull-ups and bent over rows. Those are the movements you want to do. I've linked this in so many videos. It's Jason Blaha's from Ice Cream Fitness 5x5. It is the best beginning program that I have found out there. I recommend it to everyone, male or female. This is just as good for girls. And the last thing Ann was talking about is how her body stores fat nonsensically. She's got love handles and a belly even though her weight is low. Well, there are a couple things here that are going to help you. Sometimes when your weight is low or you have a proper height to weight but you don't look like what you need or what you want to look like, it's because of your lack of muscle. And again, this goes back to lifting. You're not going to get huge. Women just flat out don't get huge unless they're on steroids. They don't have the testosterone to do so. So heavy lifting is going to add some muscle to you ladies, but it's going to give you that toned look that you want. It's not going to make you huge. Secondly, the areas you're talking about, your belly and your love handles, that's stubborn fat. And unfortunately, that is the last bit of fat to go. There's nothing you can do to lose that specific area of fat any sooner. You can't spot reduce fat. You can't do tons of ab work and obliques to lose love handles and lower belly fat. It just doesn't work that way, and you just have to dig in and try and lose those last few pounds. But honestly, at your height and weight, I wouldn't be as concerned with losing weight as I would doing a little body recomposition. Eat at about the level of calories you need to maintain your weight and lift heavy, and you're going to see some great things happen to your body, but you have to be consistent. I mean, you have to give this months of constantly going to the gym, doing your lifting routine, moving up in your weights, and you are going to see such a huge change in your body composition that you'll be sold on it. But if you're not consistent and you don't give it about 6 months, you're not going to see these results. You can't hope to go in there for 2 weeks and look different in the mirror. Muscle growth is so slow. It is not a fast process. So give it 6 months, start on this program or something similar, and see where you end up. That's, I hope it answers all of your questions. If you have any other questions, you can obviously ask them in the comments below or send me another message. And any other subscribers that have questions, I love to do videos on them. It makes an easy topic for me. So go ahead and send them over. You can post them in comments, send them to the Facebook page, or send me private messages on YouTube. Any of those work fine. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.